Shabbat Shalom, Kol Halal, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Bahashim Makakadash, double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us His truth. Shabbat Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. To the Aquath that are listening and learning, being a pillar of rest, the 144,001 the hopeful elect of Israel. I am the brother Yashawan, back with the World War III daily update. Shabbat Shalom and salutations to you as well. Luke 21 and 9 in the KJV. But when ye shall hear of wars, what's today? Tuesday, yeah? Is this war and rumors of war Tuesday? No. Wars and commotions, all right? We usually read Matthew today, but Tuesday, which is today, but today, Tuesday, we will be reading Luke 21 and 9. And this is what we're looking for. And commotions, what's a commotion? That's an uproar of the people. And when you should hear of wars and commotions, wars and rebellions, wars and tumults, wars and insurrections, wars and uprisings, see that? Revolts, disturbances, rebellions, tumults, commotions, riots. What's going on the universities right now? Seditions, revolutions, okay, uprisings, rebellions, insurrections, disturbances, turmoils, okay, wars and uprisings. All right, so we're going to let this guy, this weirdo, Military and Foreign Affairs Network with the voice of reason. This is an hour ago. Another lesson in insanity, permanent revolution. Let's hear what he has to say. But my point is, what is this greater war, right? World War III is being fought on the universities, right? They're fighting uproars of the people. When really it's just a sign that Yahweh Shem Yahushai is coming back to destroy this place. But these are the signs that we're looking for. So take it away, voice of reason.
Good day, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Military and Foreign Affairs Network. I am your host, the voice of reason. So today, is it another lesson in insanity? Well, obviously you are going to be the judge. So recently, I think many of you have been able to observe what is happening on many Ivy League campuses, such as Columbia University. Are you seeing what's happening in regards to the Hamas-Israeli conflict that is happening? Now, what's interesting is we have seen this before, and I'll address that here pretty quickly. But more importantly, obviously, most of these protests are instigated by far left-wing organizations. In fact, many of the Jewish students who are now very upset about what is happening on these universities are of the far left themselves. They have just been caught up in their own permanent revolution. Eventually, the left will always consume itself. And that's exactly what you are now seeing in Columbia University and other schools around the United States, or the United States. Now, what's even more interesting for me as I watch this, it looks very familiar. In the first place in the world that I saw the chanting, so to speak, the chanting that you see now at Columbia University, I also saw in Tunisia. Abla, 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 ah. Then I saw it spread to Libya. Abla, 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 ah. Syria. Abla, 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 ah. And finally, it's here in the United States. blah, 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 ah. I have no idea what they're saying and really don't care to know what they're saying or
Because you're
chanting.
a fucking racist, that's right.
Obviously, it's Arabic.
And you're
But
talking shit about it.
Again, it is the left. Again, these are left-wing schools taking advantage of a crisis and creating revolutionary fervor. And that's what we're seeing. Now, is it going to...
What did he say, fervor? He said it. Get that again.
Now, is it going to... That's what we're seeing.
What are we seeing? Revolutionary fervor.
And that's what we're seeing.
Say it again.
Creating revolutionary fervor.
What fervor? What's happening on the school? Let him say that again in its entirety. Take it away, boys.
Again, these are left-wing schools taking advantage of a crisis and creating revolutionary fervor.
Boom, that's all we need. Let's go back here to Luke and get that word. Where did it go? Turmoils, disturbances, uprisings, rebellions, insurrections, uprising. Oh, there we go. Revolutionary. Not the same word. When you hear wars and revolutionary, never be alarmed. Because these sort of things must take place first, but the end. So what are we looking for? What is this lesson about? This lesson is about revolutions, tumults, rebellions, insurrections, okay? Commotions, turmoils, uprisings, revolutions, right? Why? Because of wars. Wars bring revolutions. The Palestinian students going to Duke University, whatever the fuck they are, right, are mad because of what has happened to their people. They should be, right? So now they're ready to do what? Because of the war. When you hear of wars in college campuses about to kill each other, what does that mean? We're getting closer to the end. Right? What does that mean? Second Ezra 9:1, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, signs of the signs past, then thou shalt understand at the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen, right, seest part of the signs, when there shall be seen earthquakes and what? College campus brawls, uproars of the people in the world. Let's do this real quick. What is it? Columbia? Palestinian. Spelled it wrong, yeah. Palestinian Columbia University. Let's just click on that and see what comes. See, you can already see it. Let's see. Columbia University, 1 day ago. Students suspended for pro-Palestinian demonstrations, over 100 arrested. Is this uproars? Is this an uprising of the people? It's only a matter of time before they... What happened at Kent State in, I believe it was like 72, right? They wrote a song about it. 10 soldiers and Nixon's coming, we're finally on our own. This summer I hear the drumming, 4 dead in Ohio. Remember that? That was about that school shooting. And who did the school shooting? It was the National Guard was shooting the students. So what is this? Okay, what's going on at these universities, right? Kent State. It wasn't the actual first school shooting, but they wrote a song about it. Okay, what was it about? It was about the students protesting the Vietnam War. Okay, now I'm just pointing out. Look at this: 21 minutes, 17, what? 7 hours, 23 hours. This is all going down right now. One day, Columbia, 4 days ago. Okay, look at this. This is showing you what's actually going on if you care to know. And you should care to know. Anyway, we're going to end it right here. This is World War III. World War III is happening on the campus. I got to show you this. I'm gonna type in Kent State. Was it 72? Let's see what it brings up. Maybe it wasn't 72. Let's look that up real quick. Make sure Israel. Make sure that what is this? Yep. Kent State. It was when? 70? May 4th, 70. Okay. What happened? It was the Army. Okay, so Kent State 1970. Let's go back. So okay, bear with me. Now what comes up? Kent State, events that changed the 70s. That Monday in May 4. What is that? What's the National Guard doing on the campus shooting people? You don't think a world or a war could extend to the college? Well, let's just take a quick little look back a few years ago. It says National Guard member recalls Kent State shootings and aftermath. Right? Sometimes you got to go back and look at these things. So in a minute, they're going to have to bring the National Guard to the universities to stop the fighting, right? So the small hats could go to school. Let's listen to this.
The environment Monday. The environment Monday was tense. There was a lot of yelling by the students, throwing of things. It was not very pleasant. I was part of the group that
war on the campus.
Pushed through the big gathering one direction, then we came back.
Fixed bayonets.
And
on an M1.
Some minutes after we got back
Those are the students.
Near the top of the hill, I heard one shot, and then I heard more shots and turned to my right and saw some of my compatriots in the guard firing their weapons. I never felt threatened, but it was easy to see how somebody would.
It kind of looks like what's going on in Israel right now with the Palestinians. These guys got guns. And these guys are throwing rocks. Let's see where they're throwing rocks over here.
But it was easy to see how somebody would. We stayed in place for a time right where we were, and then we returned to the area outside of the our practice field where we were bivouac, and kind of decompressed. Weapons were checked, ammo was checked. Those involved with the shooting itself were more thoroughly interviewed, and it was everybody was pretty stressed at that point. Part of what set me on edge afterward is that the media from around the country came pouring in Monday afternoon and evening. We ended up back on street corners, and I happened to be near a downtown intersection with a couple other guys from my company and state patrol and or sheriff's deputies, and a car pulled up and parked right near the corner, and out jumped two guys who happened to be from Newsday on Long Island. One of them was an old friend of mine from Worcester, Jim Tedman. And I yelled at him, "Hey, Jim, it's Dale." He came over, and the first thing he said was, "Why did you shoot?" And which shocked me and really angered me because I had not fired a shot. But it was sort of the typical media response is, you guys made a big mistake. It's your fault. It's on your neck. And they didn't know a thing yet.
There you have it. War on the campus. Anyway, all we got to do is take a look back and see what the hell is going on. So keep your eye on what's going on and be circumspect with that. We hope that the elector edified you, brothers and sisters, with that Shabbat Shalom.